We are going to attempt the MCQs question related to spectroscopy, and we are going to attempt questions related to AP chemistry. So they are saying a colored solution is analyzed by spectrophotometer. The solution has concentration 0.2 meter and path length 1 centimeter. When the filter of the spectrophotometer is set to 430 nanometer, the absorbance is X. If the experiment is repeated using a curvet with a 0.5 centimeter path length, reduce the new absorbance. Formula for absorbance is A is equal to molar absorptivity, E, and then we have B, which is path length, and C, that is concentration in mole per liter. So basically E is what? That is molar absorptivity, and we have then C. C is basically the concentration, and that is in mole per liter, and B is path length. So you can see one thing, that absorbance is directly proportional to path length, and when the path length is halved, then absorbance will also be halved. Okay, when this is halved, then absorbance is also halved. So new absorbance, like before the absorbance was X, and now absorbance would be X by 2. Because path length is halved, then absorbance will also be halved. So answer is B. In this question, they are saying the wavelength range for ultraviolet radiation is 10 to the power minus 8 meter, while that of infrared radiation is 10 to the power 5 meter. Which type of radiation has more energy? So first of all, we must know this thing, that ultraviolet is at the high energy, that is the high energy end of electromagnetic spectrum. And from the Planck's equation, we know that energy is directly proportional to frequency, and energy is inversely proportional to C is the speed of light, C by wavelength. So you can see energy is directly proportional to frequency, and energy is inversely proportional to wavelength. So ultraviolet has more energy because it has higher frequency. So option C is going to be the right one. In the next question, they are saying if the frequency of a photon of electromagnetic radiation is 5 times 10 to the power 14 hertz, so we are given with the frequency, and they are saying determine the energy of the photon. So energy is equal to HV. H is has a constant value 6.626 times 10 to the power minus 34 times with the frequency, that is 5.0 times 10 to the 14. Answer comes out to be 3.313 times 10 to the power minus 19 joules. So this is the value of energy. So right option is going to be C. So in this question, they are saying identify the type of energy transition shown in the diagram. First of all, it is a covalent bond that is present in water between oxygen and hydrogen. So that is a covalent bond. And remember, infrared radiation is associated with with molecular vibration, such as bond stretching. Bond stretching is happening here, so infrared radiation is going to be present here in bond stretching. So our right answer is going to be infrared radiation, that is C. In this question, they are saying which of the following provides the best explanation for what occurs when dye molecule absorb photon of visible light. So absorption of photons in the visible range will cause transition of electrons between energy levels. So the right option is going to be A, because they are saying that certain electrons in the time molecule transition to a high energy level, with the energy level between two levels matching the energy of the absorbed photons. That is the right option.